Listen to Night Talk with Joerocs, Thursdays, 11 p.m. Eastern, only on Armed Radio, home of the big guns.
This is Kimmy Pops, and you're listening to Arms Radio, home of the big guns.
Okay, well, the cheering is dying down now, and I think we have a new candidate, and we have a new favorite vegetable, which is asparagus. Let's go back to the station.
It's showtime.
Yeah, but that's all well and good, but there's nobody on. All right, so you're going to have to poke me because I'm taking off my second headset, all right?
Do your monologue.
All right, so we're on the air, and I was not... I didn't even have a glass of water. Usually I have some water before I go on the air. But Gene Hackman or Jimmy.
Do hair and makeup?
Yeah. I came out of that early. I got my hair and makeup done, so I'm all set with that. What about you? You sitting in your terry cloth bathrobe?
I'm already set with hair and makeup.
Yeah. No, but are you in your bathrobe now?
No. Right now I'm all set. I'm in my underwear. I bottled water and ready to go, ready to rock and roll.
So I just want to tell you. First of all, I want to thank Classic Water Bottle for sponsoring our show in pod, and I want to welcome our new sponsor. Actually, that's Limitless. It's a power drink, energy drink, and I want to thank. Classic Water Bottle for sponsoring our show in pod, and I want to welcome our new sponsor. Actually, that's Limitless. It's a power drink, energy drink, and I had a couple cans of it today, and this stuff kicks ass. So if you guys out there, check it out, Limitless. Check them out at limitless.com, and
I personally drink no name water.
Okay, but they're actually paying our sponsorship, so you're gonna have to start drinking Limitless. You're gonna have to start drinking Limitless, okay? And so, but it's real good stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to ask you a question though. If you're sitting in your room or your little senior room, what do you call that room?
My domain.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, if you're sitting in there, right? What exactly are you doing in there? You know,
in my room.
Well, in other words, like the temperature up in Boston right now. I don't know if anybody's or is from Boston or know where even Boston is. If you're in Indonesia, but Boston is on the east coast of the United States of America, and basically it's cold over here right now. The temperature in Boston is what's it like?
Yeah, cold. It is cold.
Yeah, 5 or 10 degrees or something like that, and it feels like what's it feel like? It probably feels like 40 below, right? Something like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're sitting in your nursing home, okay, in your underwear.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're sitting in your nursing home, okay, in your underwear, drinking a Mountain Dew.
No name water.
No, I should.
Limitless.
You're drinking Limitless. You're drinking Limitless water tonight.
No, I'm drinking Arcadia water.
They're not a sponsor, so you don't have to. You don't have to give them a shout out. But
it's right here. It's the Crystal Geyser.
Oh, okay.
Water.
Okay, so it's from Boston, so it's pretty. It's really great water. But listen, I want to know who pays your heating bill if you're sitting in your underwear. I mean, I'm all bundled up in my house.
People like you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I mean really,
Thank you.
No, but the cost of everything's very expensive.
It is very expensive. I mean, that's all I can say is thank you. What more can I say?
You can, but I mean, do you think it's fair for the rest of the population to be?
No, Joe, this whole world is unfair.
No, but do you think it's fair that for the rest of the population?
No, it's not fair.
But can I just say something though? Do you think it's fair that the rest of the population is all bundled up? And you're sitting in your underwear in your 85 or 86 degree temperature nursing home?
Yeah.
Can you just put a blanket over you or something like that?
It's not fair, but could like somebody give me a job?
Well,
I mean, I'm very talented at doing a lot of things. I'm willing to work.
I cannot
find a job. I work for people like you.
Yeah, they're actually what they're doing right now is they're hiring models that if you want to go to Copley Plaza tomorrow, they're looking for models to model man's ears. That's for people who have.
I would do that.
So you would wear a man's ear, like that's for men who are.
Exactly.
I mean, would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Would you say that you look good naked?
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you don't want. Is what you're saying, right?
Well, I mean, to each their own.
I want to ask you I want to ask you something though.
By the way, brother.
Yeah.
That's right. By the way.
All right. I want to ask. Okay. I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Do we have a death report this week?
This week, I'm sorry to say that I watched TMZ. I'm sorry to say I have not heard any deaths.
Any drug relapses or anything like that we should know about?
No, but I think I told John about this. This happened a while ago. Philip Michael, whatever his name is, Michael Spreaker.
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman, yes.
Yeah, he passed away a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even know he had a drug problem, but, it's a shame. I mean, another one, those damn drugs,
Right.
Yeah.
Every time, I don't understand. Somebody like him will have the whole world by the balls, and they're going to go and, ruin their whole life on drugs. I just don't get it, But, he's another one who lost it. And, it's Philip Michael Thomas, whatever his name is, he had a drug problem with heroin and heavy drugs,
Oh well, before I go in, we went. Jimmy just dropped us in there because he doesn't really prepare. He just I don't know. He's kind of like a very unusual production manager. But before we go any further, we have John here as a guest tonight. Is that going to be a stage name, John, or what, do you go by what Johnny Big Time? And what name should we call you exactly?
Right now, I don't have one, but I'll come up with one during the show.
Okay.
So if you don't
How about
have
Double
one
J?
by the end of the show, if you don't have one by the end of the show, we will have one for you.
We will.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we'll think about that.
We'll have one for you. That'll be no problem.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So listen.
But anyways, I'm sorry to be saying there's no death reports on my end, but you could come up with something.
Well,
actually, it's a good thing we have no death reports.
Yeah, that's true. But what about drug relapse? Like, anybody that
drug relapse is Lindsay Lohan, I think, fell off the wagon, but that's like every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's another one who just cannot, do the right thing, But then again, people in Hollywood, they look for people to relapse. They give them something to do and something to report, which is kind of sick,
Right. Yeah.
That's just the sick world that we live in.
Do you relapse every so often? Do you ever relapse?
I myself have nothing to relapse for.
Yeah.
I myself.
Yeah.
I've been doing the right thing lately. I haven't totaled any vans lately.
Yeah. Actually, I'm getting a lot of tweeters and twits. Some names for John. One person just tweeted in John Holmes.
Johnny Watt.
Yeah, Johnny Watt. Yeah, Johnny Watt. That's a great name. I think all the ladies in maybe in Russia or something like that would be interested in that. Or the Philippines or something like that. But yeah, Johnny Watt. Yeah, Johnny Watt is something to consider anyway. Yeah. That's something.
I'll consider that. I will consider that.
All right, yeah, Johnny Watt. That kind of has a ring to it.
That's his other name he goes by.
Yeah.
He goes by the name of John Holmes and Johnny Watt. That's how he likes to get paid.
Yeah.
Cash, a war of cash. I personally like the name.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a good name.
Well, that's what he legally did. He decided he was going him over. Well, put the money in my pocket, man, and they threw it around, and they threw it there.
Yeah. So, what I want to ask you though, Kyle, do you take like vitamins or anything like that? What do you take to feel? Well,
as a matter of fact, I was talking to a mutual friend of ours.
I mean, a friend of ours, or just a friend of Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Friend of ours.
Okay.
Just like Johnny Blasco.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Friend of ours.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
And we were talking about vitamins the other day, and it doesn't matter. You don't have all these fancy vitamins, but vitamins are vitamins, and you can get an all grain, all purpose vitamin, which does the job like one a day.
Yeah.
Actually, they do the job, but everybody should be taking a vitamin.
What kind
You know
of?
what I mean? Because there's the vitamin C in it, all your vitamins. It does help. And people that, we're getting up in age now, we're over 50. You're supposed to take a multivitamin a day.
Well,
And
yeah.
vitamin C is important. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
you should take a vitamin, and it doesn't hurt in last 24 hours. And you'll notice that, you'll go in the bathroom a lot more regularly.
Do you take Joerocs or anything like that? I mean, do you take any?
No. I'm not up to that yet.
Oh, I just got tweeted. Do you like Flintstone chewables?
Chewable, like Flintstones?
Yeah, like Bonnie Rebel or something like that.
Yeah, I don't do the vitamins.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like to chew on Bonnie Rebel. I mean, Betty's not bad. I'm not really into women.
John, we had this discussion last week. Maybe you might want to.
Yeah, maybe you can chime in on it. Yeah.
Would you rather do who was it, Ginger or Marianne?
Gilligan's Island?
Huh?
On Gilligan's Island, yeah, on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, if you had to choose one, Ginger or Marianne, who would you choose?
Ginger short term, Marion long term.
Okay, that's very interesting because Joe says, who did he say, Mrs. Howell?
Yeah, she has the bucks.
But she wasn't in
She's
the
a cougar. She's a cougar. She can afford it.
But anyway,
No. Carl said he wants to do the professor. Okay.
I would have to go with Marianne, because sweet, innocent Marianne,
Yeah.
I think I would go with Marianne.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
She's all
yeah.
right. Yeah, I
I
mean,
would. Because
but
she has these serious.
So would you pick her up in a cab to take her out?
yeah. How the hell would you take Marianne out if you don't have a car?
I would probably take her out. We'd probably go for a walk.
You could take her.
How can you go on a date for a walk? I mean, who does that?
We would go for a walk. I don't have a car, so we'd have to go for a walk.
Do you think she'd really be interested in you, though? Do you think she'd be interested in you, though?
Marianne?
Yeah.
Marianne? Yeah, I do. I mean, Marianne was very simple. She just needed a napkin, and out you go, out the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I thought that was a very interesting question,
actually, you could probably take her on your Holly, right?
He could take her to Giovanni's.
Huh?
I could.
He could take her to Giovanni's.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Sub shop across the street. Yeah, you could do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I could make her a helmet out of straw, out of coconut.
But do you think she'd want to go out with somebody like you, though?
Wouldn't you? I mean, come on.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
No, if I'm a lady, no, I wouldn't want to. Maybe.
I mean, come on.
Maybe. If you had, something going on, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
Actually, I think Marianne's older now, isn't she? What age is she?
Oh yeah.
How old is she?
Probably kept that hot little figure of hers,
Yeah, but how can you?
Actually, she kind of reminds me of Bunny in a way.
Oh, really? She does. Really? I don't know, John. Do you know Bunny? John, do you know Bunny?
I do know Bunny. I've met Bunny a few times. She's very nice.
Yeah.
But she's currently shacking up with a new man, and his name, I think, is Gary.
And what's happening right now as we speak, John?
Gary is going,
Oh, Jesus, doesn't that bother you that somebody else is boning your girl? I mean, doesn't that bother you?
No, not really, because she's married. I would hope that she would move on. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know.
I mean, I should hope so. I mean, she is married, and I hope she's moving on with her.
Well, you told me he had erectile dysfunction.
yes, he did say that.
Yeah, you did say.
I read that. I read that somewhere.
No, you said that he said that. You said, that's what you said.
I don't even know the dude.
No. But you said that. You said that. We were sitting down.
I was told that.
No, we were
I was told that.
No, we were sitting down having dinner, and you said the dude has erectile dysfunction.
Well, that's what I was told.
From who?
I was told that by Bunny herself.
Really? Wow, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
It is.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. So tell me, how's your week going anyway? What's going on?
My week?
Yeah.
I went to, well, you see, you and your son seem to think that this is funny, but
I don't think anything's funny. I
did go to the clinic earlier in the week.
Oh, to get your tetanus shot or something like that? Or your booster shot?
Well, I go to pain management and I keep my blood levels up to see how that's going. In fact, I took a picture of my medical report.
Who does that? Does anybody look? If you take a picture of your medical report, could you tweet me at Radio? At the tweet or Facebook me or call in at 1-866-call-401.
I don't know if my phone will do that.
No.
I did take pictures of it.
Well, you have a
not you. You just keep yours to yourself.
Yeah. Do you have a flip phone? You've always want to show people your medical records. Why is that?
Because you don't believe me, and I have proof to back it up.
No, I know, but why do you always want? I mean, like when you're in a supply house, you say you want to see what happened to me,
Right.
and you show your face all smashed up.
Right.
Who would want to see? Well, when you're at a bar and you show a picture of yourself all smashed up. I mean, but nobody wants to look at you. But you show it to them anyway. Why do you do that? I think it's kind of embarrassing. What?
I think it's an attention thing.
I think it's kind of foolish that you wouldn't believe what I'm saying.
Well, an honest guy like you, yes, I believe everything.
Very honest.
Yeah, very.
My problem is I'm very honest.
Yeah, exactly.
My honesty gets me in trouble.
Right, exactly.
So brutally honest.
Brutally honest, yeah. No, brutal. I know that.
Well, I have no problem with being brutally honest.
I just got a tweet. What's the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer?
Oral, rectal, come on, Joe. That's very easy. Oral. You can take an oral one in the jasmine.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
The rectal.
A rectal?
Yeah.
That means you can take it. You can take it in the bump.
Okay, but can you use an oral thermometer in? Can you like reverse them?
I wouldn't. I would wash it out first, but yeah.
Well, so so it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. I mean, I would wash it out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they even use those anymore, do they? Do they use those anymore? Those?
I don't know. I mean, when I was a little kid, my mother used to, take my temperature and do it underneath my armpit.
What? Yeah. When you was what? How old? Like 27, something like that.
No, when I was like 24, 25, my mother would put it in my armpit,
Yeah. When you're 24 or 25, your mother's put a thermostat in your armpit? I mean, why would she do that? Why would she do that?
To get a good reading.
Would you like put a T87 in there or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I want to ask you, what's going on with Bruce Jenner? Do you know? I just got Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner. I meant to tell you that was in the entertainment report.
Yeah.
I saw it on TMZ today that he is going through some testing where he is thinking about having a sex change operation. And I said, oh my God, come on, Bruce, that's a bullshit, I mean, so now I think he wants to take it, a step further and just go get tested and see where your levels are at about being, a woman. I mean, come on, Bruce. Bullshit,
Well, wasn't he like a swimmer or something like that?
He was a gay,
He was a what?
Allowed to see action.
Wasn't he a movie star? I mean, who was he anyway? I think it was like a.
He was a totally 80s kind of a guy, So, I mean,
What kind of an 80s kind of guy?
Yeah.
You mean everybody that came from the 80s wants to get a sex change operation?
Well, him, not everybody, but him.
Oh, well, I just got a tweet that he won a decathlon I think that's like, what's that, like a coffee or something like that?
No, that's when you
that's
bite,
decaffeinated?
run,
What?
You run, you bite, you throw rocks.
No, that's a triathlon.
Oh, okay. We're going into commercial. We'll be right back, and thank you, everybody. We'll be right back. So,
Okay, so thank you.
No, you got to be quiet in the commercials.
Okay.
Oh.
The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Studio 6 Entertainment, Armed Media, or the Entertainment Partners LLC. Enjoy the show.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Wait, before you start doing your online shopping, go to couponmeup.com. Get thousands of coupons, discounts, and deals from thousands of leading online retail stores. couponmeup.com. You won't regret it.
You've browsed tons of hosting company websites, but none of them offer the perfect hosting package. It's either not enough or way too much. But that's where Hosting Strike can help. Hosting Strike offers custom hosting solutions. We'll discuss your needs, then we'll craft a hosting plan to meet your exact needs. So don't pay fees because you've exceeded your bandwidth allotment, and don't pay for services you won't use. Get a custom hosting solution at hostingstrike.com. That's www.hostingstrike.com. Mention promo 10 off.
Celebrate yourself. Love Bean Designs is a grassroots Palo Alto-based company selling Love Bean brand clothing and accessories for women, men, kids, babies, and pets. Love Bean was originally started as the non-label, taking the label out of love. The fact of the matter is, everyone is a Love Bean because being a Love Bean is being human. Heather and Coco work on designing the concepts together, making the screens, and hand-printing each and every piece of awesome for our lovable fans. All of their products are made with love. They love being creative and want to share their passion for awesomeness with the world. From fun to sarcastic to nerdy, they love it all. What do you love being? Visit lovebean.com, LOVEBIAN.com, and enter the promo code GAMERS101 for a 25% discount.
Are you known in your city? Paint the Sky with Dreams is a project that needs you. Start a small fundraising tour and be rewarded. Collect a few dollars from each friend, and when you get at least $100, go to Donate to Paint the Sky with Dreams Fulfilled. The perk will be yours. And if you could give a little bit from your own pocket, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Be a part of this campaign's success and win. Collect as much as you can. Every penny counts. Make the dream happen. Paint the Sky with Dreams Fulfilled.
Looking to shed that extra weight? Try Raspberry Ultra Drops with African mango and green tea. Lose 1 to 2 pounds daily permanently. No hunger pains while maintaining muscle tone and feel great. Raspberry Ultra Drops are 500 times more effective than capsules. It's made in the USA and FDA compliant, all natural and completely safe. So make Raspberry Ultra Drops your weight loss solution. Guaranteed results. Log on to www.shopslimberries.com and start your weight loss today. Attention all gamers. What is a silver bullet with your name on it such a bad thing? Now you can have your name or gamer tag engraved on your own personal silver bullet. Just go to silverbulletbullion.com and check out the actual .999 fine silver bullet replicas of your favorite bullet. Take your pick from the 22 LR, 9mm, 5.56 NATO, 45 ACP, 45 Long Colt, 7.62 NATO, 12 gauge shotgun shell, 50 BMG, and a 25mm shell. Just select your bullet and let us know what you want engraved on it. Visit our website at silverbulletbullion.com or like us on Facebook at Silver Bullet Bullion and get your personalized silver bullet today.
This is Jimmy's intro music for me. There you go. We're on here. Hey, welcome back. My production coordinator slash engineer didn't tell me he was back on the air, but thanks for listening. Anyway, I want to thank Limitless Energy Drink for sponsoring the show. That's people ask me, how do you stay up so late? And I go, well, I drink Limitless, and my energy is limitless. And when I get off the when I get off the show at night, which probably ends in a couple of hours or whatever, I go up upstairs and I say, it's that time to go to bed. And she goes, how was the show? And I go, it was limitless, and I'm limitless, and I just lie there with my eyes open. Speaking of lying, though, John, we don't have his name yet. He's actually the first. I think he's going to be going into Ripley's, believe it or not. He's actually the first radio talk show host that is actually broadcasting in a horizontal position. I mean, who does that?
That's correct.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is isn't that unbelievable? Dog, isn't that unbelievable?
I'm currently lying in my bed. Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, I don't see like Baba Booey. I think Baba Booey from Howard Stern is like running around like a little troll. But I mean, you're lying down like comfortable. It's pretty cool. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have the TV on. I have one of my dogs with me. It's actually a good environment.
Actually, I think I'm going to try broadcasting next week, hanging from the ceiling. I'll see if I can, do like my broadcast upside down.
We could both broadcast like a dog over here in a coma.
Yeah, dog.
What?
Yeah. So actually, on the break, we was talking about medical issues, and dog. You want to tell them what happened to you last night?
Happened to me?
Yeah. In the bathroom?
As far as when I fell?
Yeah.
Well, that was two different things. I was in the bathroom, and I was kind of in a hurry. A couple of nights a week, I go to the gym, I work out.
And you look at yeah.
And I had a cramp, so I kind of like cramped up.
Yeah.
So I slipped and I kind of fell, and I whacked my head. I mean, really good. And I had a big egg on the top of my head. I mean, it really scared me. So I was thinking, I live alone. So I mean, if I was to fall and hit my head, then nobody could come and save me. So I was thinking about getting one of those medical alerts.
That's a great idea.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
That's a great idea. You should get. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, especially for you older people.
Do.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I mean, they're cheap enough. I think they're like $25 a month. And so all you got to do is, as long as you can push that button around your neck, your ass is big.
Yeah. Well, that's.
So they'll have people come out and check you out or whatever, and I think it would be good.
Yeah, but
you could also carry around your Obama phone.
Around where?
Yeah, don't you have an Obama phone too? You have an Obama phone?
Yeah, no, it's not an Obama phone. It's just a phone. It's called I get it right here. Assurance Wireless.
Yeah, that's an Obama phone.
That's the name of the phone, and actually it's better than my Sprint phone. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, because it's free.
And huh?
Well, because it's free. It's free, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, I get to pay monthly for it. I pay. Well, I don't pay for it, but I get.
What do you look at the bill and throw it in the pail? I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Where do we sign up for one of those? I'd like to get one of them. Can you text out of it and stuff?
Yeah. I was texting on it, and they have a thing on it, so you only pay $10 a month. if you haven't, if you want to get some special features for it. So, I mean, I just want it for, like, if my other phone breaks, I have some kind of communication,
Yeah,
But,
in case you fall down the bathroom, you mean?
yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, I almost fell, and would have came in handy. So, I really want to, look into paying for it if I had to, because, living alone, it wouldn't cost me nothing. You have to have your data up and see you, and
I'm just curious. Like, why does a guy like you have, who has no friends and doesn't have a girl? Why does a guy like you have two phones? You know what I'm saying?
Because I have doctor's appointments. I have other appointments.
Oh, so you have so many appointments. So you need two phones because you have so many appointments. Yeah. Wow, you must be. That's unbelievable. That's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is I'm going to have to break down and pay for at least $25 a month. So I'm going to have to get it. So I have at least two services I pay for, and I'm going to have to end up using it at least insurance to have that line phone activated So that's the name of that story.
John, you're starting to get really depressing.
Yeah, you are very depressing. Let's talk about medical issues now. Don't you have a friend out there in radio?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You and I both have a friend.
Yeah.
And, we don't like to use last names.
No, we can call him the chief, right? Chief?
Yeah, the chief. We call him the chief.
Yeah, okay.
Out there, from heating solutions. What do you go by? Heating? I have the card right here.
Yeah, he goes by Heating Solutions.
Of New England.
Yeah, and he covers all of New England and southern New Hampshire. Is that right? The chief.
And he's not what?
He's comfortable when you are, right, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. He's not comfortable.
So wasn't there an instance where he was? How did you call it? He was actually laying vertical, working on. What did you say he was?
I'd like to call it beach.
What do you mean beach? What is that fuck? How can you beach a human being? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he's probably listening, but today we were doing something, and he had a pipe wrench, right? We had to buy a pipe wrench for some that stole it. So he lays down on the floor to get at it. And I'm afraid I'm going to step on him because he beaches himself, So
what do you mean beach? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean?
When you just lay down in the middle of the floor, you just beat yourself. So anyway, he beats himself in the middle of the floor, and I was trying to tighten up the union, and he was in the way.
Could you tell the people in Taiwan what a union is? Because they really don't know.
What is?
A union.
A union.
Yeah.
A union is a they call different sizes. We're talking about maybe a 3/4 size. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So I had to tighten up the union. It's like a big nut. Okay.
Yeah.
And it went to a radiator. so I'm trying to tighten it up.
Yeah. Right.
He beats himself in the middle of the floor. So
Okay, I just got a poke. I just got a poke from somebody from actually, he's from New Zealand, and he just asked me, what do you mean? He beats himself on a surfboard? I mean, I guess they do.
He's picture like a large human being.
On the middle of the floor.
Yeah, but actually, dog. I'm sorry, dog. You're not actually describe Chief's physical attributes, please, and then they'll get a better understanding of what you're saying.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Did you ever see these animal shows where these killer whales will come up on the beach and get the lions will get those fucking...
you can't swear on the... Well, yeah, but you can, I guess.
Those sea lions, and they'll throw themselves into the surf, and they'll grab these sea lions, and they'll eat them.
What?
So they beach themselves, you know what I mean?
The sea lions?
more or less does that, you know?
What, the sea lions beached themselves?
Yeah, no, the wheel does. You get after sea lions, you know, how they come up on the beach and they ride the surf, and they ride the surf, and then they grab the sea lions and then they eat them, you know?
Oh, okay.
That's the best way I can describe it. But anyways, we were there, you know, working on this guy's radio.
I just got a Twitter from somebody in England, and they think that you're very rude.
Well, why is that?
I don't know. They just said that you sound very rude. I don't know. Maybe you're rude. I don't know.
Well, I really don't care what this person is doing.
Okay, well, he doesn't care what you say.
Anyways, I didn't get to my point.
Okay, so get to your point. Yeah, but your point is taking too long. You know, it's only a 3-hour show.
All right, well, I'm trying to be nice about it.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, okay, good.
Anyways, my point was is you know him and I do, and you know I feel bad for the guy because he has a disability. I don't make fun of people with disabilities.
Yeah, you do.
Have one.
I do too.
No, I don't. And he's waiting on a hip. Okay.
What do you mean?
Now, he's waiting on a hip. You know how you wait for a bus? Are you wait for something?
Wait for a bus? What are you talking about?
Say if you go into an auto parts store and you're going to pick up a part, and they say we don't have the part; it's on back order. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
So, for instance, you go up to the counter and the guy says, "Can I help you?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to pick up a part. So just it's a PO number. You don't have one. So it's the same thing. It's like if you're waiting for this. Say for instance, it's the hip. You're waiting for the hip to come in, and it's on back order, and you have to wait. Okay.
What do you mean they make hips to? I mean, I didn't even know what they make a hip to put in.
You've been waiting for the hip for a long time. Okay.
Is it on back order?
There's no such thing as back order hips. Okay, they're readily available, just like alternators.
I asked him today, he's supposed to get his hip done in April. I said,
did he get the PO?
March. And I don't know. So he says he was doing it in March, then he told me he was doing it in April. Now, you had your surgery,
right? Yep, I did.
You have to wait for your part to come in?
Well, mine was sent over to UPS.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
okay.
You know, but yeah, I had
anyway,
yeah, I had surgery, yeah.
Anyway, I'm waiting for this guy so he can get his hip so we can pick up where we left off and finish all this work that we got coming. We got a big job coming up in Situate, he told me.
Nice.
You know? Yep. And if you knew what the fuck you were doing, he would hire you so we could bang out this job in Situate.
Right. I don't.
You lack of experience.
Right, I do.
We can't count on you.
Yeah, that's right. You can't.
You know?
Yep. Nope.
So you could come in and bang it out.
Yeah.
And,
no. I
can't. All out.
Yeah, I can't.
You know?
Yeah. I gotta.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like a stay-at-home dad. You know what I mean? I like to stay home. And babysit myself. What?
Don't come crying to me when you don't have any money. But
I'm just, I'm thinking about getting a job though. To tell you the truth, at the Boston Garden.
Well, I would.
Scraping the gum off the bottom of seats in the Boston Garden after the Bruins games.
Do what you're gonna do, brother. I learned that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if John knows. John, do you know that in the snowstorm that Kyle was on top of the trains, shoveling the snow off the trains?
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
At Sullivan Station.
Yeah, at Sullivan Station. He walked. Now this is what he told me, and I really don't know.
No, you told me.
No, I told you, but you told me that. You told me that the reason why they shoveled the trains off the roofs of the trains is because the snow is going to make the roofs of the trains collapse. so Kyle's up there with a shovel, right? And he's shoveling off the trains, right, Kyle? I mean, dog.
That's what you told me.
No, you told us that. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
No, you told me that they were higher in the Sullivan Station. That's all you had to do is get here, and they give you a back order. You shovel your way into the climb.
Yeah, I told you that. And you said you climbed up on the trains, and you did that.
Right.
Yeah, so that... What, the train was the train going?
No, not at all.
No.
But I didn't like about the job. It wasn't steady. I mean, I don't mind doing
What,
that.
you mean the snow wasn't steady or the job wasn't steady?
The job, it wasn't steady work. I could go there.
Well,
shovel off here, then you gotta wait around.
No, I know, but I mean, you know, of course it wouldn't be steady if it's you know, you shovel trains off because it doesn't snow every day. Maybe like I don't know, maybe I don't even want Alaska or something like that. It snows every day, but you know, I don't know. That's what you applied for. You know, that's what you applied for. But anyway,
I like steady work.
yeah. Getting back to the hip though, so the hip is coming in. You know, should we have a hip party or you know? I'm hip for the hip party if you want to have a hip party. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, he told me he was getting it done in April, the end of April. So that's what he told me. So when you're getting yours done,
no, I have a stint. That's different. You know, we.
Oh, your stint is different.
Yeah.
Because one time, because a stint is like a straw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one time, we were in Vegas.
Right.
We were in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we met some cocoas.
Right.
And
yeah.
I thought your brother did. So we didn't have a straw, so
use my stick.
If we could use your stick, you wouldn't let us.
Well, because
I mean, it's not like you need it.
What? Why would I let you use my stint to snort
It's
yayo?
not like you need it. It's not like you need it.
Well,
right?
I do need it. Everything's collapsing, right? I need all kinds of stints. You know, my body's like Slinky, something like that. You know what I mean?
It's not like it's going to be up our noses or anything dirty.
Yeah, but I don't want like nose candy coming through my stint. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can wash it out.
With what?
Right?
With what?
With water.
No, the thing would rust. The stint would rust.
Wash it out with fucking Absolute. You know, whatever it takes.
I don't drink Absolute. It's like drinking Pepsi. But no, I actually, I could actually. No, I could.
We need to wash it out.
I could have washed it out. To tell you the truth, I could have washed it out if I had it at that time.
Right.
If I had this product at that time, I could have washed it out with our sponsors stuff, Limitless. You know, I could have dumped the Limitless on my stint, right, and I would have been charged up for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But we did have a lot of what do you call it? We did have a lot of yayo, and we used it for the night. You know?
Should you be saying that on the air though? Yeah, but that was like 50 years ago or something like that.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's legal now.
Yeah.
It's legal now.
Yeah.
What happens if they here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, so that's probably why, like, every so often, like, I have a little jump in my heart because maybe a little speck of the yayo will get stuck in my stint. I really don't know. You know what I mean? Did you take it out of my pocket before?
I was not there when.
Was you the guy? Hold on. Was you the guy in Vegas? Was you the guy that was trying to get jerked off with toothpaste? Was that you?
No, that was another guy.
Oh.
I think he was related to you.
So, I mean, who does that? I mean, was it Mentadent? I mean,
ask your son who does that. Okay?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You know, I'm asking you. That's what I was told that you was using like some kind of something. I don't know. You know, Colgate or something. Well, I don't know. You learn something new every day. That's something to think about. But that's good to know.
Well, I remember we got an early phone call that some nice classy young ladies called and asked if we would like some service. And I said, we're all set, Jim. we're all set for the day.
Yeah.
But they called every morning, and because they cared, they wanted to make sure we were all set.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how the story went.
Oh, how's the story went?
The story
how
went.
the story go?
Yeah.
before the night even ended, the gentleman that we were traveling with made it clear and known that he wanted to be called for the rest of the trip Jim West. So all that night we would call him Jim West, and we were having a good time partying, and all of a sudden the phone rings. It's probably 9 in the morning, and the gentleman Jim picked up the phone, and we hear him talking, and as it happens, the dog goes into the bathroom, and it turns out there's a phone right next to the stall. So he picks it up and he starts listening. And I'm sitting and listening as well, laying in the same position I am now, horizontal. And I hear Paul. Actually, I hear Jim say, "Well, I can only come up with about 10 inches." And then you hear from the bathroom, dog say, "That was a good one, Jim."
Oh yeah, because he was like a sidekick. Yeah, I get you now. Yeah, I get you now. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you. Hey, guys, we're going to be going to commercial, but we'll be right back with the travels of Dog and John, and we'll be right back. Hold on.
Out of the blue, you see or meet the man or woman of your dreams. You both flirt. The attraction is obviously mutual. Now what? A big fat nothing, because you were both too shy to ask for contact details. Find and contact them again for free at bluemychance.com. That's right, bluemychance.com, where people meet again.
Still trying to find that next hot novel you can't put down? Well, pick up Chronicles of a Traveling Salesman by Wendy Renee. Welcome to the world of Gavin, a traveling salesman, charismatic and charming. Gavin is a self-described ordinary man with extraordinary experiences. Gavin takes opportunities presented to him in life and uses them to his advantage. Gavin keeps no secrets as he explores his sexuality and shares his most memorable experiences, ranging from the lonely housewife to the girl next door. Gavin has chronicled these steamy and erotic experiences for the world to read. So remember, pick up Chronicles of a Traveling Salesman at Amazon.com.
Visit crafterstown.com, your website to buy and sell arts and crafts worldwide. At Crafterstown, you will find unique arts and crafts from around the world. We also have Grammy's Tips of the Day blog for shortcuts to crafting. Take a walk down Main Street at crafterstown.com.
Crown Military Miniatures celebrates this holiday season with an enormous selection of new and vintage collector quality toy soldiers. You have to see the photorealistic detail on the World War II armor or the sheer volume of the figures from the American Civil War to the Zulu Wars to the Jacobite Rebellion. If soldiers were there, Crown Military Miniatures has it covered in little men cast and pewter. Veterans, active duty personnel, and military enthusiasts, you have to check out Crown Military Miniatures. Visit them online at crowntoysoldiers.com or visit their store at 88 North Broadway in tax-free Salem, New Hampshire.
Attention smokers, are you tired of sucking burnt tobacco deep into your lungs but love the flavor and experience of smoking? Introducing Firelight Fusion, the electronic cigarette that gives you everything you love about smoking while eliminating everything you don't like about smoking. Unlike other brands, you know exactly what's in Firelight Fusion e-cigarettes because everything is batch tested and their premium e-liquid is made and tested here in the USA. Unlike the Chinese knockoffs you see everywhere else. Experience excellence. Experience Firelight Fusion. Find us at firelight-fusion.com. Firelight-fusion.com.
It's freaking crazy hot at MobileWebsites.com. Everyone and their grandma is mobile. Get more mobile customers before your competition does. HotMobileWebsites.com will custom design an eye-popping mobile website, then throw in a free domain and hosting for 1 whole year. All done for you for only $259. That's right, $259. That's crazy and hot. Over 1,000 in savings. Never any setup fees or contracts. Go to hotmobilewebsites.com or call now 877-220-5576. That's 877-220-5576. One more time, 877-220-5576.
IntroAsian.com is a free video Asian chat room. Chat with other Asians for free via your webcam. Go to introasian.com. IntroAsian.com. Try it today.
This is Kimmy Pops, and you're listening to Arms Radio, home of the big guns.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Come join me, Matt Hazley, your host for Straight Talk, where we will take a journey into the deepest regions of your mind. Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding. Join me every Monday and Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where every topic is fair game. Only on ARM Radio, home of the big guns.
Won't break, and if it does break, the good thing about a Glassix water bottle is that I don't have to charge the guy I'm with. They'll replace it free of charge. So check them out. It's glassixwaterbottle.com. Yeah, well, and glassixwaterbottle.com and Limitless for unbelievable and limitless energy, 24 hours a day. So check them out. Anyway,
speaking of unbelievable, I might have told you this, but I wanted to clarify that Bruce Jenner is thinking about getting a sex change operation.
Yeah, he is. But being married to his wife, though, I would want that too. Also, do you know?
All right, well, Chloe, Kim, what's her name? Chloe, Kim, the little sister. Which one?
None of them.
Really?
Yeah, they don't do anything for me. They just don't.
All right.
Yeah, they just.
All right.
They're all too. I don't know. They just don't like that look. You know.
They're very high maintenance.
Yeah.
John, I don't know if Joe told you that I'm into chubbies now.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes. He likes the big girls.
No, not that. Chubby. I'm gonna do some chubby chasing.
Yeah. You know.
So I'm gonna try that out for a while.
What's your weight limit basically for that? Weight limit.
I would say maybe a deuce under a deuce.
That's some serious heavy machinery at night. A deuce? Are you kidding me?
You might as well go all the way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, you need the workout. Maybe your mammary glands will go down by lifting it back up and down. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Right.
Yeah, you never know. Are you good? Good.
I need loving too, you know.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, somebody that's 200 pounds and you weigh 300. So yeah, I guess that's okay.
No,
yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, how much you weigh?
I weigh. I think I probably weigh on a good day. I weigh 185.
Yeah. I just got a poke and not a poke, like a tweet. And this guy here, or I don't know if it's a guy or a girl or whatever, but they just it says from Spain or whatever. I don't know where it is, but anyway, he says, does Carlo have Alzheimer's? He's talked about Bruce Jenner a while ago. Maybe he has a fetish for him. Do you have a fetish for him?
No, I do tend to repeat myself because I forget what I talked about. I do have like a memory problem.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I was in a major motorcycle accident, and I suffered from a severe hematoma.
Right.
So
didn't they remove some of your brain? Didn't they remove some of your brain? A piece of it?
No. But I did suffer from a major motorcycle accident, and that's one of my one of my bits. But I do like chubby girls on motorcycles. I do.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so you'd like Bruce Jenner on a motorcycle?
Yeah, I think he would. Actually, I think. Good.
Well, I'm going to experiment with some chubby girls. In fact, who wasn't really chubby, but she had chubby tendencies? That girl I used to go out with, Katrina.
Nada?
Oh, Katrina. She was a pretty girl in her own way.
No, she kind of looked like a guy, kind of with lipstick.
No, she was kind of pretty, John. You had to give her that. I mean, she had a nice bod.
Well, if you are listening out there, if anybody's listening out there and wants to date, no, I don't know. I'm just I mean anybody. What I'll be doing is I'll be putting on Dog's picture on our website in a prominent area, and you can take a look at him. And I'll put his weight and all his interests, which is not that much. I think he's just interested in ham sandwiches.
I do like motorcycles.
And ham sandwiches.
Did John hear the human volume story?
No, why don't you tell him that? Yeah, why don't you tell him that? You know. Yeah, go ahead. Tell him that.
John, did you hear the human volume story?
I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, this is
okay. I'll keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean.
A while ago, I met this girl at a nightclub. And, she wasn't too bad on the eyes, but then again, it was dark in the club. So, I'm eyeballing her, and she's with her girlfriends, and, so we started to talk, and I just happened to be on my motorcycle, and she was outside smoking, and I was outside just, taking some air, and she goes, "Is that your bike?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Geez, I've never been on a Harley." So I said, "Hey, you want to go for a ride sometime?" She goes, "I would love to." So give her my phone number, and, we swap phone numbers and everything, and when can this go down, and we talk. So I said, "Well, I'll give you a call." So I got a number, I call her, I get out of there, and I said, "Go for a ride tomorrow to a store." So it was like in the afternoon, so I called, and I told her I'd call her, later on in the afternoon. I said, "We'll go out, take a ride, maybe get some dinner, and then we'll go back to the club." So she was okay. These meatballs were pretty big, so I bought us meatballs. And, we'll go out for dinner.
Meatballs?
Take it from there. Meatballs.
You brought a meatball for dinner? What? Just one single ball of meat?
No, we were across the street from Pine Bank. I don't know if you know where that is in Malden. And they had, Pashoni's was the name of the restaurant, and they specialized in meatballs. So they had like a stand outside.
A meatball stand? A meatball stand?
Yeah. They had sausages and meatballs they had. So
where?
So I just
outside?
Yeah, they had like a tent set up, So I bought some meatballs and some sausages, and she goes, "These are good." So
were they Swedish meatballs?
No, they were Italian.
Oh, okay.
So I bought some meatballs, and she said they stuck with, not because they were Swedish, but they did stuff. So I ended up buying some, and I said, "I'll take these home because we ain't gonna finish them all,
Yeah.
So we ended up eating the meatballs, and I had some left over. So we walked over to Pine Banks, which is like a kind of like a zoo in a way.
There's no animals at Pine Banks.
Sure there are, John. Yeah.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
It's like a little zoo.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that. All right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, you might want to take the kids there.
Yeah, all right. Well,
So anyways, I noticed when she was on the back of my bike.
Is the meatball stand still there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, good.
That I don't know.
All right.
So, be on my bike, and I would feel her head on my shoulders, like sleeping. But the fucking girl was like nodding out on me. I mean, what if she falls off on the bike or something, right? So I said, geez, she's fucking falling asleep. So we get inside my bank, and I said, geez, this isn't going the way I want. So I said, I got to get rid of this chick, right? So I said, I'll drop her off, and then we'll do this some other time, some other place. So I have to back up on the bike, and another thing threw this little bit behind me. So I said,
Stay with us now. Stay with us. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I said, let me get rid of this chick, because I'm not having a good time,
Yeah.
So I ended up telling her some lame excuse. I had a service call. I had to go do it.
On your motorcycle?
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So any point was stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what do you carry a tool bag on your motorcycle to do service calls?
Yeah. So that's all I need is a rock and a dime.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Rock and a dime.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
All right.
So anyways, I make up this lame excuse that I had to go do a service call. So I leave, and I ended up getting rid of her. But anyway, before I did that, I went to a payphone, make a call, and I come back, and she's sound asleep on a picnic table. So I was going to leave her there and just leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Well, she was just chillaxing, wasn't she?
What's that?
Was she chillaxing?
Yeah, she was chillaxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, I got to get rid of this chick. One week for me, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, man.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah, I hear.
So anyway.
Yeah, you've had your major share of women. I mean, you are a player.
Well, it's like fishing.
Yeah.
You get them on the hook, and then you just make the move. Then you make the move, and you get them off the hook, and then you move on.
Right, exactly. And you have a great track record with women. So that's my hats off.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I just move on. It's like next.
Yep. So
next.
yeah. So any of you ladies out there that are interested in a 58-year-old man that lives in a nursing home with 85-year-old, 56 year. I'm sorry, 56 years old that lives in a nursing home. And
I don't live in a nursing home.
All right. Convalescent home, one bedroom studio apartment. You can give us a call at 1-866 call 401, or for you that doesn't understand the alphabet, you can call 1-866-225-5401. And I'll post his bio on our website at armtanks.net, as well as our Facebook page at the Arm Radio Facebook dot whatever was it a dot? I don't know. The Arm Radio Facebook. Yeah.
I mean, only a brother would do that.
That's right. And I like I say, I like to help out people. That's what I was put on this earth for, is to help people and help them achieve their goals. Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help people. Basically when it's time for me to cash out, I'll probably go upstairs because I've helped so many people in my life.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say enough about you.
Right. Yeah. Nobody can, and they, especially my ex-wives. Yeah.
But that was my experience with the human Valium.
Yeah. So that was her name. Her name was Valium, and you just called her human.
I don't even know her name. We just called her the human Valium. Matter of fact, I have a nickname for everybody, if you notice.
Yeah. You're pretty intelligent like that, especially for somebody that just had their frontal lobes removed from a motorcycle accident. Right? I mean, you're the one who said that.
Yep.
You're the one who said that.
I got very educated in the human body part.
You did.
I've broken enough of them. Oh, as a matter of fact, TMZ's on right now, brother.
Okay, hang on one second. We have to go to a commercial. We'll be right back. But hold on. We'll be right back with more Night Talk.
Right, I'm signing off.
Sign up?
Huh?
Okay.
I'm signing off.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah. No, it's not it for us. We still got another 5 hours to go.
Before you start doing your online shopping, go to couponmeup.com. Get thousands of coupons, discounts, and deals from thousands of leading online retail stores. couponmeup.com. You won't regret it. Glastic Water Bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting for?
The Grand Hotel. Lewis's successful life is deceiving. His wife Pearl is still haunted by the sins of her youth. Yet something strange is brewing at the Grand Isle Gala. Suddenly, rivals' desire for power takes an ugly turn. Discover what will happen amidst the glamour and glitter of the annual gala, where a night of crime, of seething passion, ignite and explode. The Grand Hotel by author J.A. Jackson. Available exclusively at Amazon.com and Kindle Store.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Are your kids running around naked? Stop that! Before Children's Protective Services take them away, run to mosquito.com. That's MISCITO.com. You'll find quality t-shirts for children between 4 and 12. Our timeless trends can be passed on through generations. And our quality materials stop them from destroying their clothes no matter how hard they try. Enough with the throwaway clothes. Mosquito lasts forever. Visit MISCITO.com. MISCITO.com.
Do you love film? Do you want to star in one this summer? Check out orangeleaffilms.com, an indie film company made for making moments last. This summer, Orange Leaf Films' new film, Sin, a story of a modern take on the 7 deadly sins, is coming soon. To learn more about being in the film or helping the production crew, go to orangeleaffilms.com for more details.
You've seen the commercial. Some guy or gal is getting their job done right. The announcer says, "You are a business pro," as they pull away smiling in the rental car of their dreams. Well, my friend, you are a gamer, and maybe even a pro at it. But you are probably also another kind of pro, a persuasion professional, a salesperson, manager, or customer rep who makes a living influencing the thoughts, actions, or performance of other people. Come to our website, persuasionpros.com, and see how we can up your game as a persuasion professional. We are at persuasionpros.com. That is persuasionpros.com, and up your game.
What happens when an Air Force fighter pilot turned geneticist speculates on the future? Great sci-fi. The product of a 23rd century experiment gone haywire. Adam Coop is an elegant 7-footer human in appearance, but having the strength of 4 men, the mind of an Einstein, and the scruples of a killer. Coop is the first Cuffman, leading his fellow hybrids to dominance of an entire planet. Light years away on planet Earth, Jonathan Fells is a dropout with a rap sheet for illegal prospecting. Fells joins the Marine Corps and qualifies for a surgical upgrade that provides exceptional strength, cat-like reflexes, and a cerebral computer interface. When Coop and his hordes attack a colonized moon, Fells and his cybernetic Marines deploy to rescue a cult of human females. Earth's future hangs in the balance. Available for immediate download via Amazon.com. By Cuffman. That's QUF-man on Amazon today.
We're coming back in. So call them up. Back in. Call them up.
Coming back in.
welcome back to Night Talk with me, Joerocs, and Dog, and John. I think John passed out because he's in the horizontal position. I don't know, what the deal is. Our phone lines have been jammed, but we haven't taken any calls because, to tell you the truth, I wasn't even paying attention to that. But anyway, our phone lines are back open again, so if you want to call in, you can call in at 1-866-CALL-401, or you can call in at 1-866-225-5401. All right, and that's toll free, so you don't have to worry about it. That's in the States. Also, I'd like to thank Limitless for sponsoring Night Talk, and I would like to thank also Classic Water Bottle. Limitless is an energy drink that really makes you makes you very well. The thing about Limitless, Kyle didn't have any Limitless drink, or Dog didn't have any Limitless drink, so he's ready to fall asleep. So you want to try some Limitless, Kyle? Dog?
Sure.
All right. So yeah. So they're going to send us out a case, and I'll give you the case, and then you can just drink it while you're on the air, type of thing, and put it in. You can put it in your Classic water bottle. That holds all kinds of things, for that. But anyway, and we'd like to give a shout out to the Chief. Chief, if you're out there, give us a call at 1-866-CALL-401 or 1-866-225-5401. Give us a call. We want to talk about, different things that are going on right now in the world and stuff. And you're very insightful, so we'd like to have you come on the show and talk to us for a while. So we're just waiting for the Chief to come in. He might have passed out also. You just never know about people. This, not everybody can hang like me and Dog. Anyway, getting back to Bruce Jenner, right? We were talking about Bruce Jenner a little while ago. His wife was married to OJ's prosecutor, right, or something like that, or his what? What was he married to?
What do you mean?
Well, wasn't Bruce Jenner his wife married to that guy there that defended OJ in the OJ trial? You have I notice, like, when you get old, like you there's a lot of like noises and stuff that come out of old people. Why is that?
What do you mean?
Well, I think that you should be I don't know why, like, you make so many noises when you're broadcasting worldwide. Why do you do that?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, there's like all kinds of like groaning noises and grunts and this and that. Are you looking at porn while you're talking to me? Or you can't?
No, right now I'm doing two things at once.
Like,
I'm doing what do you call it? I'm trying to follow him. Here it is. I got him now.
Oh, the Chief. Yeah.
So
we're calling actually the Chief right now. On a hotline. It's our armed radio hotline, and we're going to see if he can come over to the chair and sit down and give us a call and talk to us for a little while, and give us some insight about what's going on in this world of ours. It's very. In the meantime, you're going to be listening to a lot of sound effects from Kyle. There's a lot of like all kinds of belching and all kinds of unearthly noises that come out of this guy. It's amazing. I think personally, it's so amazing because he's out of shape, right? He just ate 2 ham sandwiches at 12 o'clock midnight on the East Coast. I mean, and then he's going to go lie down like a whale. But he's going to beach himself on his bed, right? Basically, aren't you going to do that, right? Are you going to? Yeah, you're going to beach yourself. Yeah, I mean, first of all, you're not supposed to go. You're not supposed to eat. Huh?
6, 5, 3, 3.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat and.
I will, and then beat yourself.
Right. How you making out on that hotline, the armed radio hotline?
I'm calling him on his other line now.
All right.
I'm calling him on my other line to his other line.
All right, yeah, Chief, we're calling you on the Radio hotline. And, you know, we want to get you on the air. There's some questions we'd like to ask you. If you know, we have a lot of people that is really eager, waiting for your arrival here.
They need heat.
Yeah, they need heat. They need heat. And they want to be comfortable when you are. So give us a call at 1-866-CALL-401 or 1-866-225-5401. Okay, and we'll talk to you about that.
It's not like I haven't tried. I'm trying.
Yeah, maybe he's I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, let's move on. He knows the number. If he wants to call in, he can call in. It's not a problem. So anyway, what's the weather like for the rest of the weekend, you know?
We're supposed to get another cold snap, you know?
Oh, no kidding. Really?
So like tonight it's 7 degrees, single digits. Well, right now it's actually 12.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius?
No, I do not.
Neither do I.
I'm old school. I'm old school.
Neither do I. Do you know the difference between?
No.
Do you know the difference between metric and what's the other one? The regular stuff? The regular.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
He would know that. But I wouldn't.
Yeah. See. He's a book, actually a book of knowledge, and so we'd like to get him on the radio and ask him like questions like that, like, you know, what's the difference between metric and stuff like that, and.
Yeah, Rick. Now I'm trying to get a hold of you. So you know, you said you wanted to be on the radio, so I'm trying. So I don't know where you are. So you got the number.
Yeah.
1-866-CALL-401
or.
You got the number. I'm trying to make you a star.
Yeah.
You know?
1-866-225-5401.
That's that.
Yeah.
There's only so much room for stars. You know?
That's right, and this universe is getting quite full. So yeah.
So anyways, I'll make you a star.
Yeah.
All right, later.
Yeah.
All right.
But getting back to the metric, so talking about metric on
Metromatic?
No, no, not Metromatic. Metric. Maybe at one point Metromatic will be a sponsor. I just don't know. But
maybe.
Yeah, you just never know. You just never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you just never know. But anyway.
In fact, I drove by one of Freddie's trucks today. Every time I see the truck, Frank West, I think of Freddie, who we lost. It's not a celebrity death report, but
yeah.
Freddie was a hell of a guy.
He was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
And he is missed.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, there are nice people down there. But
yeah.
You know, anyway, I you know, there isn't not much any in the news except the Oscars. Or was it the Emmys? Or what was that? I really don't even know.
What's that, Freddie?
No, the Emmys or the Oscars. What just happened?
Oh, that was on the other night.
Yeah, what was that?
I didn't really pay attention to it much.
Well, yeah, but you should, because you know we're supposed to be current events. What was that anyway? That.
It was the Oscars, I believe. In fact, one of them took home a bunch of them. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Took home like 7 of them. Sandra Bullock took home a bunch. So played an astronaut.
Yeah, I watched that movie. Actually, I'll give you a couple of movie reviews. Quick movie reviews.
Well, you told me not to see the one with Robert Redford, that you hoped that he would drown.
Right, and I wanted Sandra Bullock to run out of air. Okay, I wanted her to suffocate as quickly as possible. I was tired of looking at her float around, and it's like a waste of time. And if you went to the movies and paid for that movie, right, you would have been pissed off. Okay, because you know, paying $30 for 2 people to go to a show, plus you got to buy your popcorn and all that other stuff, so that you end up dropping a C note, right? I mean, it's not even worth it. You would have really been pissed off. Yeah. So I paid $5.99 on the satellite, and you know the movie sucked. Big time.
So more or less was the buzz, though.
Yeah, it was. But it's like picking you up. But another thing is, well, you know, another thing, a good movie, you know, and I know the people might disagree with me, but a really, really good movie. I like a lot of his movies. Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he made the Lone Ranger with
what's the difference between a Lone Ranger and a blown Ranger?
I don't
One blows.
Yeah, no, I know. Do you know what the Lone Ranger is? The Lone Ranger?
Well, I imagine it's somebody that really blows.
That's actually he goes, "Hi-oh, Silver," that guy there with Tonto, I don't know if you remember that, but that movie was actually very good. I liked it. That was a big budget Disney film, but it was very, very well put together and stuff. And so I recommend if you like westerns or that facsimile to check that out.
Okay.
I just got a poke that Matt Hazley won 7 years a slave for Best Picture. Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't know if Matt Hazley was a slave for 7 years. I really don't know what was that about, but that's what he just poked in. Matt Hazley is on Monday and Friday. Tomorrow night you catch him. Matt Hazley has great shows, and he has a lot of very interesting guests and so on.
Is he new, Joe?
No, Matt's been here for a while. Okay. And then we have Tattoo Rick and Joke Style. They're on in the mornings. I'm sorry. They were on and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Mondays. Okay. We can call in to Tattoo Rick because he's actually a tattoo artist, and he.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he can actually maybe fix yours because all your like ships and girls that you have all over your body, it looks like they're all like falling out. You know what I'm saying? They're all like
Well, I do want to do some cover up.
Yeah.
I did make a few mistakes.
Yeah. So, he's a great artist, very, very talented, and maybe he can help you, I don't know, erase all your girlfriends all over your body. I mean, because it's really, your body's like a piece of artwork.
Help me forget about them.
Yeah, no, your body's actually your body kind of looks like one of those Oriental rugs with all the pictures.
There's only one tattoo that I would like to get rid of, just one, and that's
the Lion King.
The Lion Son.
Yeah.
That was the cover up to begin with.
Yeah, and the girl that's falling apart in the back. She looks like she got a flat tire or something like that. That one there. One of her wings are hanging off. Yeah. Her wings are falling down.
Well, that one there gets me in trouble, because it's sadly mistaken for something else.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. But I mean,
that one could get me in trouble.
Yeah, but that one there, So yeah, you have a lot of them on there. How much ink do you have on you?
I have 8 tattoos.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe Tattoo Rick can give you a hand. Maybe pull some like a I don't know like some kind of like country scene around your back to cover up a lot of the stuff
Well, they call it
or some urban thing, something like that. Like a bunch of buildings on your back, to cover up all the shit that you have there. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
I'd like to have a sleeve done. One big floppy. Like that.
The what?
Yeah.
The what?
Cover up, they call it.
Like a big picture. Actually, I just got a poke. Actually, this is a pretty good idea when you think about it. I just got a poke right now that they said that you can get a picture of Bruce Jenner on your back if you're interested in that. I don't know. That's what the people say. I really don't know.
Well, but, I don't know if these people know, but they call it a sleeve. I'd like to get one sleeve once done with that. Done over.
Yeah. Well, he knows all about that stuff. He's a professional, so and he knows all about that stuff, and he's been doing it for a while. And his partner is Joke Style. I guess he's a joker. I guess he's funny. And so the two of them do a great show on every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And we have to mention one of our seniors here. One of our people that's been here for a while with me is Mike Allen. He's on Monday mornings at I believe 6 a.m. Central. Is it Central? I believe so, which is 8 Eastern. I believe, I'm not sure, but he's on at 6. You can check our website at tanks.net or our Facebook. And then again, Mike Allen comes on at on Wednesday nights at he's on at 11 Eastern or 10 Central. And then Tuesdays we have Talk Time with Val at 7 p.m. Central. And then right after that is Talking Smack with Regina. Regina got stuck in, she's been on a hiatus somewhere in Arkansas. It's in the snow. I guess they don't know how to deal with snow down there. So, but she's back, and we're glad everybody's back together again and just moving along. And that's basically where we are right now. And then Matt comes back in on Fridays. Matt actually is in on Mondays. And Matt's not your typical broadcaster. He goes for however long he wants to go. If he wants to go 4 or 5 hours, he'll go 4 or 5 hours. His shows are always informative and very, very fun to listen to. So check them out on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then again, once again on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Val and Kyle just fell apart. Or dog just fell apart. So I'm here by myself pretty much. But anyway, yeah, you check these shows out, and here we go. Oh, he's back. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
Yeah, you might. Is that the free? Is that the Obama phone?
This guy's that good, huh?
Yeah, but is that the Obama phone?
No, this is on my Sprint.
Yeah. Well,
I that once in a while. But anyways,
yeah.
And the phone's a good phone. It's just it does that once in a while. But
yeah. Well, I mean,
a good long battery charge.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe the purchasing order department will let me get a new one along with my computer when I fit into that.
Yeah. You'd have to check with bookkeeping though for that type of stuff. You know.
Well, I'll check with this project manager there.
Yeah, check with the project manager. Maybe he can do something for you. I really do. I doubt it, but
you got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Anyway, we'll be drawing to a close right now. I think it's like a few minutes left in our show.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. The show went by fast, and I think John was a pretty good asset to the show. He needs to come out of the show a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of like John. He's like an acorn, and he's like one of those acorns that are on the street that that's like it's like covered in shell. This kind of stuff is not for everybody though. It's not. No. Yeah, it's not. It's just not.
I mean, as long as it keeps your attention, it keeps going, and hey, I had a good time.
Yeah. Well, we had a good time. Well, we always have a good time. We don't know if our listeners have a good time, but if they didn't, they could tune in someplace else. But for the most part, I'm just giving everybody a heads up on this particular show. This is not like a regular show where we're the black sheep of armed radio. Actually, this is what we are. We're the black sheep of armed radio. We're more laid back. The professionals like Mike Allen and Matt and Val and Regina and Tattoo Rick and Joker there.
We're all one big happy family.
Yeah. And so basically, I just like to form. My show is kind of similar to the shows of years ago when people used to come on and just talk about stuff. And they used to do that on TV. So radio is kind of a little easier to do that.
Well, we're starting to get a system going with the celebrity reports and, starting to get it down. So,
the problem is nobody died this week, so we're kind of like, that put us back.
Yeah,
that was kind of like...
Yeah. Maybe we'll have better luck next week.
I hope so, because, what are we going to talk about? I mean, we can only talk about your nursing home so long, people will start tuning out, But
let me find out who's getting sick and who's in the hospital.
Yeah, so that's what you got to do. Call the obituaries, and stuff like that. That's what you got to do. Yeah, do that.
Then if I find somebody, I'll call you up and go, Joe, excellent.
Yeah.
So guy.
Yeah. That's a good idea. But no, we're not morbid. We just like to keep everybody updated in case you want to send them a card or you want to send them flowers or whatever you want to send them. You know, that type of thing. But
right.
I really want to thank. To be honest with you, I want to thank Limitless for picking up my show for the month. I'm very happy about that, and I'm very honored about that.
Is that the water company?
Limitless is the energy boosting drink, and I appreciate that, and
I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, it's
maybe I'll wash my bike with it.
yeah, or maybe you can wash your hair with it. But you got to try. It's a great drink, and it'll give you a lot of energy when you're like in the afternoon when I'm like sluggish. Yeah. I'll have a.
Well, I don't like caffeine, Joe. So is this something like different?
No, it's all natural. It's all like all that. Okay. It's all natural. So it's like it's very very it's good for you. And
I personally don't do caffeine and I don't do drugs or anything like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I know you're very I know that.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I know that. But anyway, yeah, I hear. But anyway, Limitless is a great drink, and I'm very very happy and honored to have them sponsoring Night Talk for the month. Check them out. You can check them out online at limitless.com. Energy drink. I'll have more information for you next week as time goes on because they're going to be updating me with different things that they're doing and stuff like that type of thing. As well as Classic Water Bottle is a co-sponsor, and Classic Water Bottle co-sponsored pretty much all our shows this week, and I want to thank them for that also. We also are we'll be actually on 12 platforms at the same time, and we're trying to work out our bugs for that. So just bear with us with all our technical problems that we've been having lately. Matt, as well as Jimmy, or Jim, as I like to call him, is working very hard and trying to figure out all these little problems that we're having. And I think
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I think that eventually you'll enjoy enjoy what we have in store for you. We have
a couple built in a day.
Yeah, we have
one wasn't built in a day.
I think it was 2.5 days.
We still don't know how the pyramids were built.
Exactly.
We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, actually, we could talk about the pyramids next week. I think it was the Martians built them, but who knows?
Yeah, because we still got to figure that out.
Yeah,
man.
Well, that's important. We got to figure that out. But getting back to, we have a couple of new shows that are coming in. Actually, we have 4 new shows that are coming in. 2 serials that will be running, Suspense, and another one that will be launched next week. I'll keep
cereal. Breakfast cereal?
Not breakfast cereal, radio cereals. They're like cereals from years ago, but they're very updated and
okay, I got you.
It's nice when you're sitting at home at night. Turn on the radio and just listen to it, and
yep.
When you're doing your homework or your book work or whatever you want to say, you can listen to these programs. Check them out. There's always something going on here, something new that's happening. I want to thank Jimmy and also Matt for helping me out and producing my show tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Night Talk with Joerocs and Dog, which his real name is Carl, but I just like to call him Dog because he got my back all the time. Right?
I want to thank you. I want to thank you for having me on.
Yep. Well, you got my back all the time, Dog. So that's basically what
I'm there for you.
Yeah, I hear you. That's, yeah. But it's been good talking to everybody this week, and we will talk to you again next week. This is Joerocs signing off for Night Talk. So everybody have a good night.